Here's a quick breakdown of how I'm breaking up my exercises for my road to 32 kilos. It's pretty simple. It's pretty basic. That's how I like to do things because I just don't want to think too much. I'm training for 4 days. I'll get over here later, but I'm training 4 days in a week. I'm not really regimented on what specific days. As long as I get my 4 days in the weekend, it allows me to feel my body and just kind of get where I'm going. So here are the 4 days that I'm doing for my road to 32 kilos. Let's talk about day one real quick. I like to keep things very simple. I don't want to think too hard. So this is just kind of what works for me. You can kind of do whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. That's the beauty of programming. You can just kind of do what your body's comfortable with. I am doing push-ups and pull-ups on every single day, even though I haven't written it down here. I just didn't want to have the redundancy, but I just wanted to show you what I'm kind of doing, how I'm breaking down everything. Day one right here, I'm doing get-ups, 3x1s, 5x1s, depending on what I'm comfortable with. Single press, once again, 5x5s, 3x5s, 5x5s, whatever I'm comfortable with. And then I'm doing that windmill at the end of it. Once I finish these 3 exercises, I am doing push-ups and pull-ups just to kind of close out the workout. Few mobility drills in the beginning, few cool downs at the end, just to kind of keep my body loose the entire time. Day 2 is a lot of where my work is, a lot of the double work. If you're familiar with a lot of the strong first stuff, especially level 2, everything's double work. A lot of stuff in level 1's kind of double work, but there's a lot of double work with kettlebells. So I don't want to smoke myself out too badly with day 1 going into day 2. So day 2 is usually the right date the next day. So if I train on Monday on day 1, I'm training on Tuesday on day 2. But this is a lot of my double work. I'm doing double swings, double cleans because we still have that hip hinge movement, and then that push press just at the top, just because I already have the double work. It's kind of that knee drive, hip drive movements. I'm pairing these all together just to kind of get it all and get the body primed and ready to go. So that would be my day 2 where I'm doing a lot of double work. At the end, like I always do, I do some push-ups and pull-ups. Moving right along to day 3. Usually I take a day in between day 2 and day 3, but it really doesn't matter. It's depending on what you're comfortable with. Once again, a lot of double work that I'm doing. This is day 2 and day 3 is the bulk of my heavy that I'm doing. So I kind of give myself a day in between, but I also don't like to get too much space in between them just because it messes me up a little bit. So I like to kind of get it in the middle of the week where I'm feeling ready to go. I'll do the double front squats, the double snatch, and the double jerk. Once again, double work. Love the double work, so I put all these double works together. A lot of times when I'm programming, I try to do single exercises together and double exercises together because I just don't want to be running around looking for bells. I just kind of want to have them in front of me and stay locked in. Push-ups and pull-ups at the end like I normally do on day 1 and day 2. Day 4 is where it gets interesting. I put get-ups again here. Once again, it's a good warm-up. Sometimes I don't do the get-ups on that day. It's just really depending on how much time I have and how I'm feeling, because at the end of the workout, I'm doing single snatch work. I'm doing 10x10s with that single snatch. So this is the bulk of my work. I do that bent press because I haven't done it the rest of the week. I need to kind of throw it somewhere, so kind of loosens me up a little bit. So sometimes I won't do the get up, but usually I get the get up in there with the bent press. Like I said, I like get ups. They're great mobility work. They're great stability work. It kind of gets the body ready to go. But a lot of my work is going to be on that single snatch. I'm doing 10x10. So I'm doing 100 snatches at the end of this session. That's why I don't have a lot of snatch work, just because I just don't want to, chew my hands up too badly. I want to save it for all right here. Afterwards, if I'm feeling good, I'll do the push-ups and pull-ups again. But usually after that 10x10, I don't want to wait too long to do it. I don't want to take 2 hours to do it. I want it part of my conditioning, so I really try to condense it as much as I can and get into it. But this would be my day 4. Here's all my 4 days that I just showed you that I do to get ready for that road to 32 kilos or to be on that road to 32 kilos. So this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm programming the exercises and getting them all together. Hopefully all that was somewhat insightful for you. This is kind of how I'm breaking down my exercises. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments down there. I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.